father's gift, the story of the dollar, began years ago. One afternoon, her father, Imran, came home from work with sweat on his brow and exhaustion in his eyes. But despite his tiredness, he carried a smile, the kind of smile that made Ayesha's little world feel safe. He pulled out a crumpled note from his pocket and said, "Here, princess, buy yourself something you like." But instead of running to the shop for sweets or toys, Ayesha clutched the note tightly and declared, "This isn't just money. This is Daddy's dollar. I'll keep it forever." Imran laughed softly, brushing his calloused hands through her hair. "One day, when you feel lost, this dollar will remind you that your father believes in you." A sudden storm, but life has a cruel way of testing love. One evening, while returning from work, Imran met with a tragic accident. Within days, he was gone. The house grew silent. The laughter that once filled their home faded into tears. Ayesha, too young to understand the weight of loss, clutched her dollar even tighter. She whispered to her mother through tears, "If Daddy's gone, then is this dollar gone too?" Her mother kissed her forehead and said, "No, my child. Your father lives in this dollar. Whenever you hold it, you'll feel his love guiding you." The struggle begins after Imran's passing. Life turned hard. Ayesha's mother worked tirelessly, stitching clothes to keep food on the table. But money was never enough. At school, Ayesha's old torn bag became the subject of ridicule. Her classmates showed off their shiny new backpacks. One day, a girl sneered, "Why don't you buy a new one?" "Oh, right, too poor." Humiliation burned in Ayesha's heart. That night, she took out the Daddy's dollar from her box and offered it to her mother. "Mama, sell this. Please buy me a new bag." Her mother broke down, hugging her tightly. "No, my love. This dollar isn't for things we can buy. This dollar is hope. Keep it close, and one day it will buy you your dreams." Holding on to hope, years passed. Ayesha grew older, her dreams clearer. She wanted to become a doctor, to heal people like the ones who couldn't save her father. But dreams demand sacrifice, and sacrifice demands money. Late at night, she sat at her desk, her books open, her eyes swollen from tears. She whispered to herself, "How can I ever afford to study? How can a poor girl like me wear a doctor's coat?" Her gaze drifted to the corner of her desk there. It was the Daddy's dollar, tucked safely under glass. And in her heart, she heard her father's voice again. "This is not just paper. This is belief." She wiped her tears and said aloud, "Papa, I would not give up." A journey of determination, Ayesha began tutoring younger children in her neighborhood. She worked during the evenings, studied late at night, and helped her mother during the day. Every time she felt tired, every time she wanted to quit, she would look at the Daddy's dollar and remember why she started. Her classmates mocked her shabby clothes. Relatives doubted her dreams. But nothing could shake her faith, because her dollar wasn't just money anymore. It was her father's promise. The result day finally. The day came when exam results were announced. Ayesha walked into the cyber cafe, her hands trembling. She typed in her roll number, pressed enter, and held her breath. On the glowing screen appeared the word she had dreamed of for years: selected. She had cleared the medical entrance exam. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she pulled out the old, crumpled Daddy's dollar from her pocket. She pressed it against her heart and whispered, "Papa, your dollar bought me my dream." A new beginning. Years later, Ayesha wore a white coat with pride. She became a doctor who never turned away a poor child, never demanded fees from the helpless. When people asked her why, she would smile and show them the framed note hanging on her clinic wall. "This," she said, pointing to the faded piece of currency, "is my Daddy's dollar. It gave me strength when I had nothing. It gave me wings when the world wanted me to crawl." Closing narration, YouTube ending style. So friends, remember that sometimes life gives us the smallest of gifts. A torn photograph, a simple note, a fading memory. They may look ordinary, but inside them lives extraordinary power. For Ayesha, it was her daddy's dollar. For you, it might be something else. But whatever it is, don't let it go. Because one day, that tiny reminder of love could be the fuel that takes you to your greatest destiny.